Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Bryan. This is another round of Get-Connected Sessions. Today we are fine gentlemen down here. Bryan, he will talk about how I passed my ACCA exam, 4 papers with flying colors. When he is working full-time in KTP and self-studies. Okay, so as usual, please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Bryan. So I'm working as an audit and tax associate at KTP. I'm currently work here for around 1 year here. Yeah, that's all.
So basically you're junior staff lah.
Yes, I'm junior staff here.
Okay, so you just fresh from where you studied before?
Xiamen University, Malaysia, located at Sepang.
厦门大学. Okay,
Yeah.
it's very interesting. Okay,
Yes.
So because this is an interesting topic because down here we got many colleagues who are working and at the same time they also continue their studies, especially ACCA exam. Okay,
Yes.
So why I choose you because yesterday or I think Monday morning when I open up my mobile phone or LinkedIn, I saw one gentleman. Okay, Bryan, his LinkedIn says that let me share with you his content. Okay, 4 paper 1 shot while working full time and self studies. Sound cocky, right? LS, right?
Yes.
Yes, Then I say, wow, this gentleman, okay? Then I look at it, of course I continue read, and I say the exam. Oh my God! Passing mark 76. It's a high mark? Yes. A high mark, right? The rest, 64. The lowest, listen to me, the lowest, 64. Extraordinary, right? So we must interview this chap, right? This 神童 in Chinese we call it 神童是吧？还是 ACCA 的水准低了。
我不懂，以前没有考过，第一次。
So I really want to know because interesting. I just read out the content to you guys in his LinkedIn. 4 papers, 1 shot while working full time and self-study. You must be crazy. You sure you have time to study? You are just wasting your time, money. Do not overestimate yourself. I'm sure you cannot pass all 4 papers. If you do, I belanja you 1 meal. So this is the opening paragraph in his articles. So end of the day, he proved he can do it. He can pass 4 exams in 1 shot. When he study, he don't attend any classes. He buy books. I don't know whether he buy books or not. We will check it out from him. Okay? Maybe you get it from online, thing like that. Working in the KTP. For your information, KTP is a 压力吗？在 KTP 做工？
压力。
Bit stressful lah. Di sikit-sikit lah. Jangan say 压力啦，di sikit-sikit. Okay? So let me say. Okay? So what is your feeling? What your feeling?
Excited.
Excited.
Yeah.
Saya tidak menemui. What is your feeling?
Ini sini. Sorry. iPhone sini. Okay. What is your feeling first time sitting for ACCA? Because he's a fresh graduate from Xiamen University, right? So, how many papers left?
Only 5 papers are exempted, so I need to sit for another 8 papers.
Why you want to go for ACCA when you have so many papers to take?
Because I think because if I want to further to pursue my career on audit, right, I think ACCA will be the most relevant, and to be honest, it's one of the most famous and popular professional body in Malaysia, recognized in Malaysia. That's why I'm go for ACCA instead of others.
Before I proceed, let me share with you another Lansi. He also got CIMA already. Basically, he can be an MIA member. It all depends on his number of years of experience only. Okay? Now, I think he's too young. He wants to take up another titles. Okay, so he decided to go for ACCA exam to prove ACCA. Right? 明白? So you are Xiamen, fresh grade. You got CIMA. You got 8 papers for ACCA. Okay. So what made you to decide you want to go for 4 papers at one time?
Actually, the reason that I choose to have this try, right, is because I have one senior before. Also, he did something like this before, and this like trigger my, how do you say, want to challenge. Because I think if he can do it, then I think I can also do it. That's why I decide to like take 4 papers at once. So, yeah.
要不要引起公愤啊？这样子，会啊。People take one paper also very 艰苦 already, you know, very susah already. You still take one to challenge yourself and then take 4 papers. 哎呦，对啊。Okay, for your information, Mr. Ko, many years back, he also passed 4 papers, also working at the same time. So definitely I can feel his LS. So that time, I think 20 or 30 years ago, I can't remember exactly. Because that time ACCA is totally different with current ACCA. My times, we have 18 papers. That your time?
Now 13.
13, 1, 3, and 18 is totally different, right? My time, level 1 is 5 papers, level 2 is 9 papers, level 3 is 4 papers. So meaning level 2, I still remember last time I take 6 papers. I only passed 4. But that time is totally different because my focus is I also working like him. I also choose to study myself because that time it's not so easy to get tuition college in JB Town. Most of them we on our own one, unless you want to go to Singapore, which I don't want. So I can feel you. We are the same level. I can feel connected. But definitely we are not the same level because 我 pass 的全部是51啊 50 or 52 nearest pass. He is a high mark, okay? So totally different, okay? So very cocky answer lah, okay? Questions does it meet your expectation or?
Yeah, of course, sure, I meet my expectation.
But I don't, look at your expression, it's like, oh. 是啊，王西干。是。哎呦，不可以看的哦。Yeah. Okay. Most important how you balance your time between study and working.
Yeah, this one I think also is the most challenged part. Because if you are working, right, actually the only time you have to study is either after work or during the weekend. So you need to have a very good discipline, really have to squeeze out the time to do the study. But I also want to say thank you to KTP for giving me the leave because the 3 weeks is very important for me to wholly focus on all the study so that I can catch up with all the knowledge for the exam. But I think it's important for you to plan the time yeah, especially during because last time during November it's also quite a little bit busy, so it also needs you to plan your time well. Yeah.
有，他有回答到你的问题吗？没有哦。So please be specific.
Because I think for everyone it's different. For me, actually, after work I didn't spend too much time to study. I mostly spend the time or during weekend only. Weekend. Because after work it's really tired. Then it's hard to.
我真的在很难再interview 下去了。Okay.
Yeah, it's during weekend, you have to plan because I have 4 subjects, right? So you need to have the sequence, maybe which subject you need to focus first, because you need to prioritize. Because maybe for different person, right? Maybe some subject will be easier, some will be difficult. It depends on your own preference, right? So for me, it's during weekend. That's why during weekend, I didn't go out much lah. Even though sometimes I also go out to play lah, but you still need. But like I said, the most important how I study is during the 3 weeks the leave lor. The time I can say I almost like lock inside the home lah, lock inside the house and then study only. Yeah.
Okay. So forgive me because I'm getting some alien from outside world, right? To talk about this topic. Right? For ordinary people like us, 3 weeks to study for 4 papers is, I think it's a bit too much, right? For most. So let me share my experience with you lah. I also passed 4 papers. Okay, I can show you. That time I'm studying, I'm working. Okay, my habit is like this. After work, normally I will stay in the office. Okay, I will stay in the office, study until 9 something or before 10. Okay, it's routine every time like this one. Because why 10 o'clock? Because by 10 o'clock I need to take 2 buses. So by 11 I should reach town area, thing like that, to catch my last bus. So weekdays normally my routine is like this. I study in the office. Weekend I cannot stay at home because stay at home I will sleep, I will eat a lot, things like that. But every people is different. So I will stay in the library. I will go to a library. I still remember. Anyone know library in town, in JB town? What library is it?
UTC.
Huh?
UTC library.
UTC. I've never been there before. I think it's Kotaraya, right? My time. The library I go there is a zoo, JB Zoo. You know. I think it's no more. Right? It's a small library. I will study there. I didn't go for a big library in Larkin because too many people. I go to a small library. I will study there until 5 o'clock. Then I would take bus to go to another library. 会馆 one, 附近会馆, no? 附近会馆. I will study until 10 o'clock. Weekend routine is like this. I'm not as clever. I don't think I'm as clever as genius as him because that's why I take a much more longer route to complete my I still take 6 to complete my ACCA paper which I think is quite extraordinary, right? 半工半读6个 sitting 18张 I think that is all day already So everyone is different. So make your plan. The most important thing is squeeze up the time.
Yeah.
And most important thing is that make use of the time because time is limited. You must know what to study. You must rehearse. You must do a lot of exams, papers, right? I think it's very important, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Please. Everyone is different. Okay. He is alien. I'm ordinary people. So normally you follow ordinary people's routes. Right? Understand that? Why self-studies?
This one actually, because I'm taking now the fundamental papers, right? Actually, most of the content inside actually is quite related or quite similar to what I have learned before in my degree study. Because I have gone through and looked into the subject. That's why I decided to self-study because most is quite similar, except like few subjects has not been taught during my degree study. That's why I think that self-study is enough for me to take for the exam. That's why I choose to self-study. Another reason is of course cost saving. Yeah, to save cost.
How many down here self-study one? 全部 go for tuition 全部 go for tuition Okay. How you get your study material resources?
This one actually I think compared to before, right? Now it's very convenient. You can get a lot of resources online, whether it's from the ACCA official website or from like many third-party resources, or even you join some of the ACCA group study group, you can get materials there. But for me, I get the materials from ACCA official website. Because if you go and look to their website, I think one of the things that every candidate must do is to read their examiner's report. I think this is very important. I think this is also the key thing that makes me to pass for these papers lah. Because I think.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me ask the audience. Have you heard about ACCA exam report? Have you read through? Skim through meaning doesn't read through lah. Sometimes depend on your mood.
I haven't taken ACCA.
You haven't taken ACCA, then why you join here? Curious. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh? So I think it's very good side lah. ACCA did provide tons of resources.
Yes.
I think this is if any chance you go back to a webinar conducted by KTP, between KTP and ACCA Malaysia. Okay, I think it's last year or last 2 years. Okay, in our YouTube or in our Facebooks, right? You can see they did provide some useful information. I still remember we talked a lot on great details with the student ambassador, Erica Koch, something like that. Okay. So, other than that, ACCA?
Other than that, actually there are many websites lah. Actually, they are providing like free notes, even though it's not as complete as you buy the books or you attend those tuition classes. But actually, it's also enough lah for you to pass your exam.
Enough Have you heard about enough? Okay, 听到吗? Enough
Yeah, because I think for most people, right? I think yeah. I think related back why I said this one, why you must read the examiner's report, because the most important thing for you, right, is of course answer is important, but I think the way you answer is also very important to score the marks lah, because you need to know what the examiners want to see and what they expect you to write. That's why I think besides only reading those notes, of course notes is important, but you also need to know what is the exam techniques, what are the tips lah, like how you answer, how you tackle all those questions. That's why I think for the notes part, it's not necessary that you need to have a book. Because you have a 200 pages book, I think not everyone will read all, is it, right? Yeah, you only read for the important part, some of the important topics, yeah, and the others is exam technique, yeah.
So, let's summarize everything, okay? Under the time constraints,
Yeah.
what advice will you give to the people down here? How to take up ACCA and pass the ACCA exam?
I think depends on how you evaluate your own abilities lah. Like everyone is different, everyone is different. So you can not necessarily that you have to to go for 4 lah. It is different for everyone, I know. But no matter how many papers you did, of course you need to know not just like study notes or do past year question. Of course, do past years is important. But I think if you want to pass, you need to spend the time to read the examiner's report and then to analyze how they write the answer. Yeah, how those high marks score the answer, model answer looks like. Yeah.
Keyword high marks meaning 70 something high marks
Yeah, the way they write.
可以讲一点人话，他们只要把说分过来了。
Yeah, I think this. Yeah, I think it's a key factor lah, right? I think read the notes. I think everyone will do read the notes, do past year. That's very usual. Everyone will do. But I think many people miss out is the exam techniques lah. How you structure your answer, how you write. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very important. Let me share with you my experience 30 years ago when I take up whenever I take accounting papers, I don't bother to add up one. I don't bother to punch the show profit and loss one. You know, it takes what sometimes. I just put A. You know, punch out the figures, it will take me about 1 or 2 minutes. Okay? A point maybe 1 point or half a point. If I put A, I still can concentrate writing a heading, maybe half a point, thing like that. Thing like that. So I would rather spend So they say exam technique is very important. Remember? So remember, as ordinary people, we only want to pass the exam with 50 marks, right? 51 marks, right? So 51 mark, you only need to get half of your answer correct. Yeah, half answer, it can be exam technique, like what I say. You need to balance up your accounts in accounting papers. You still can pass your exam paper, your exam. Understand? No? Because when the examiner mark the point, is they look at the keyword, the key sentence. Once they see the key sentence, they put 1 mark, thing like that. Then they adds up. Doesn't mean that your try balance is not balanced, means you will fail. No. Or your profit and loss is not profit, then you will fail the exam. No such thing. You must schedule your time. Because if this question is 5 marks, you either prepare 5 points for 5 marks, or you prepare 10 points. Because if 10 points, each point is about half mark. You always think about this. Yeah, most of the time people feel that because 5 points, then they write a lot of.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. You are not going for 最佳 reporting 奖 best reporting. You only go for points.
Yeah.
This is how, understand not?
Yeah.
Always focus. You need only to pass. You want to pass 51 mark, or you want to get 76 mark? 51 mark. So please follow my technique.
But I think you but I think you should like your goal should be like you aim for like 60 or 70, because you need to leave you need to have a margin of safety, right? If you only aim for 50, it will make you maybe how to say, you need to aim a little bit higher so that it leaves a room for you, a margin of safety, so that you know. my suggestion. Yeah.
Everyone is different. Everyone is different, but the exam technique must be there. It's good. You guys go and read through the exam technique.
Yeah.
Right? 我是过来人了哈，不要听弟弟讲那种天方夜谭的故事了哈，听叔叔讲的哈，比较踏实一点是吧？叔叔比较踏实一点是吧？Okay. So, what's your future? Another 4 papers?
Yeah. Continue. Yeah.
I wish you all the best. Okay. So, as to finish off, I repeat what he says. Okay, it's in LinkedIn. Never limit yourself because of other limited imagination. Meaning, your limited imagination stop you from thinking big. Okay. But our dream is to get 51 mark, right? 够了. Okay. Okay. With this, I should end. Thank you for your sharing.
Thank you, Mr.
I wish you all the best, and then hopefully for the people down here, you can pass your ACCA exam with 51 marks. 50 pass already. 50 good enough already. Okay. With this, I should end. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Peng.
Okay.